Tony, now the real fun begins for your team. ECAC Hockey play starts Friday with Clarkson here, and then Saturday at St. Lawrence. How much you're looking forward to getting into conference play?
Yeah, this is what we've been building for all here with our exhibition games, but with our out of conference games and the tournament we just had. Building towards our ECAC, which we know is going to be tough every weekend. So hopefully we're going to be ready for it, and bringing in Clarkson and SLU is always a good competition.
Especially with nationally ranked teams, both of them. You just played the #1 team in the country. So how much does that help going into these games this weekend?
Well, I think it helps prepare us, to play against those top-ranked teams for sure, and knowing that we're going to have to be, at that same level again. But it's also two different types of opponents. Clarkson's probably a little bit more systematic with things, and SLU likes to open things up and kind of create a little bit of chaos. So, we got to be prepared differently for each team, and I think if we do that, then we'll at least give ourselves a chance.
Yeah, with that being said, what can you learn from playing a team like Wisconsin in terms of just having to face a top 10 team in the nation?
Yeah, it's making sure that you're managing pucks. Top teams, they can bury chances when you give them. So you got to make sure that you're not giving as many of those high quality chances. Against Wisconsin, we gave up 54 shots, but I'd say a lot of them were from outside the dots, and Wags did a great job when they were inside the dots. So I think that moving forward here, it's making sure, again, we're managing pucks and not giving them those extra attempts.
How good is it to open conference play at home?
Oh, it's always good to be at home. This season, I feel like I've been at home the whole year. So the family enjoys it, so that's also good. But, it's great for the building. It's great for the area, especially this first year here at M&T Bank. Like, we've been able to be here the whole time, so it's been great. We got our first road trip the following week, but we've been able to kind of settle in, get used to the surroundings, and really kick off the season here.
How important will it be for this team when they have leads, if they have leads this weekend, to protect it? We saw what happened against St. Anselm, a 6-0 lead, got to 6-4, ended up being a 7-5 game, and it looked like a laugher turned into a nail-biter. So how important it will be to protect leads?
Well, I think that's huge. I think that's what we always want to make sure that we're doing. That's kind of been the message since the games. We've had, prior to the Wisconsin game, given up, 2 third periods where we didn't really come to play, as I would say, and then the players knew it, and we're owning it and trying to fix it here moving forward. So for us, third periods have to be some of our better, more consistent periods. You got to build from throughout the game, and when you have the lead, you want to make sure you're not just going into a shell, but you're still pushing the play. So I think that's a big thing, and I think that that's something that we learned early here in the season.
Just in general, what are some things that you've liked from your team in non-conference play? Obviously, a good start to the year for the program.
Yeah, I think the depth scoring has been a huge touch for us. That was something that we didn't have as much last year, and right now we're getting some of our depth players producing. So we got to make sure we continue that. And then, I think our power play's been okay, but I think that's definitely something that we're going to keep working on and really hone in, because special teams are a huge thing for us in conference. And then, the big thing is competing. I thought that we built up to our Wisconsin game. I thought we competed hard. Did we get the outcome we wanted? No. But, I think that going into the game, we were probably a heavy favorite underdog. But I think that we showed a compete factor, an effort factor that even to the drop of from the drop of the puck to the end, we're sitting there with losing 4-0, and we're still blocking shots and putting ourselves in the way even down to the last buzzer. So that's great to see.
On the flip side, what are things that need to be better now that you're in conference play?
Yeah, like I said, I think our power play can click a little bit better. I think our penalty kill as well can be a little bit more dialed in. I think our transition game's been pretty good. I think that can also improve. That's where you're going to be able to catch teams and create those extra chances. And then I think we can do a better job of even getting more puck stores than that. Thought we did an okay job this past weekend. But I think getting more traffic towards the net is going to be definitely something we got to try to keep working on.